I'm author Richard Paul Evans. In the last 20 years, I've flown more than 2 million miles and presented before hundreds of thousands of people. With all this interaction, I've come to two conclusions. First, I think people are generally good. Second, I believe most people are living far below their potential for joy and accomplishment. I believe this is why the philosopher Henry David Thoreau said, "The mass of men live lives of quiet desperation." So let me ask you an honest question. Are you living the life that you want? The answer to that is probably not black and white because you have a lot of wonderful parts of your life. But what if I could show you how to balance and magnify your life to a level you didn't think was possible? I mean, truly magnifying every aspect of your life with accomplishment, power, and joy. Let me show you something. The marbles in this vase right here represent your intentions. And you have hundreds of beautiful intentions. Your intentions might have something to do with, self-improvement. You're going to exercise, or you're going to eat better. Okay, your education, you're going to learn a new language. Okay, go back to school. Your spiritual well-being, you're going to pray more, or your spouse or your family, you're going to be a better husband or wife. Your home, your friends, your finances. These are your biggest dreams right here. Now this vase over here, this represents your actions. Now these are not the same thing. In fact, in the end, the only thing that matters is what happens in this vase, because this vase is the sum of your life. No one ever said at a funeral, well, at least she had good intentions. Now don't get me wrong. It's wonderful that you have these beautiful intentions. It means that your heart's in the right place. But the truth is, in the real world, intentions count for nothing. In fact, these intentions can turn into really big regrets. So how do we turn our beautiful intentions into a beautiful life? Well, I found the way, and it's magnified my life in ways that are unbelievable. 6 years ago, I had a dream. In this dream, I saw 5 kingdoms. They were all walled within each other, from the inner wall to the outer wall. Each of these walled kingdoms represented a different part of my life. When I lived them in order, from the first kingdom out, I was more successful in every kingdom, in every realm. When I woke up the next morning, I wrote it down. It was powerful. I didn't know what to do with it, so I slowly started sharing what I'd learned. I had a psychiatrist tell me that this was cutting-edge boundary psychology. I had a Buddhist tell me that it was ancient doctrine more than 2,000 years old. I had one person teach the principle to 17 people by the next evening. This 5 kingdoms philosophy is simple yet incredibly powerful. It works with all religions or no religion, but it is paradigm altering. But like my intention jar, I found that there's really a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. I knew the 5 kingdoms were vital, but I was having trouble balancing them myself. Then I had an idea. What if I wrote it down? And it started with a checklist, and that checklist evolved into this daily planner. And it made a huge difference in my life. In fact, my productivity immediately quintupled. I accomplished more in 2 weeks than some people accomplished in their entire lives. My relationships, from my marriage to my fatherhood, took on a whole new level of satisfaction. My wife said to me, "I don't know what's happened, but you are on fire. Teach me what you're doing." I showed it to my literary agent, and after examining this, she said, "This is the most genius thing you've created in your career." My business became more profitable. I was accomplishing more and doing more good in the world. And maybe most important, I was having fun again. I woke every morning with joy and purpose. I felt happier and healthier and more at ease. Those around me took notice. Some asked if I'd changed medications or something. They started asking me to teach them. Well, I showed my organizer to one of the founders of one of the biggest planner companies in the world. He looked it over for several minutes, then said, "This is better than ours." I'd like to share my organizer and the 5 kingdoms with you in a very special presentation, one that may very well change your life in beautiful ways. I want to show you how I magnified my life beyond my wildest dreams. There's no charge, but we do limit how many may come. If what I've said has struck a chord with you, if you really want to experience this, I invite you to join me by clicking on the link below and reserving your seat. If you find that we're already sold out, then put your name on the waiting list and we'll contact you for the next event. I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to sharing with you the 5 kingdoms.